Hey, this is Russ. Hey, I got some accessories from Euphree. Wanted to show you what they gave me here. Take a look. This bike is totally outfitted now. Yeah, here's what they did. They gave me a front rack. Okay, I had a front rack on my other Euphree Stellar Falcon, but they gave me stuff to fill out the mid-step model. So they gave me a front rack. They gave me a front bag liner. They gave me, well, I had this one from the other bike, but I put it on this one. They gave me a rear bag liner. They gave me a front bag here. I have my cell phone in here right now, but you can put a water bottle in there if you wanted to. They gave me these gloves. Look at these gloves. Even's got their badging on there too. Cool. Thanks, Euphree. I really appreciate it. This rear basket does come off. It's just a clip underneath here. I won't do it now because I have too much stuff, but you just clip it and it just comes off. There's a handle on this basket too, so you can just carry it. Front basket, of course, is permanently mounted because it's got 4 screws to do that in. But yeah, nice. Really nice now. Yeah, this is the mid-step Euphree Stellar Falcon. We have the mid-step, and we also have the step-through in black cherry. This is the red one. I like the red one. What do you guys think? I like the red. Yeah, you know, the Euphree bikes also come with the Suntour NCX suspension seat posts, right? This is adjustable, by the way, this unit here. So your handlebar stem is adjustable, it tilts. And then in the front here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a cell phone mount here. So if you buy one of their cases, it'll mount directly on there. You don't need a cell phone holder either. But if you use one of these, like what I did here, okay, this is just a pull tab type of thing. So I think if you push the button and pull it, you see I just stuck my cell phone in there, right? You can put anything in there. You can put wallets, you can put whatever you like. And then when you're done with it, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. you pull the, okay, let me see if I can hold this and pull it at the same time. Okay, here you go. So you just kind of pull that, and that kind of tightens it down the way you like it. I'll just stick the little tab in here so you can see the Euphree badging right there. There you go. What do you guys think? Yeah, Euphoree's done a good job here. A lot of accessories. They all have the Euphree logo too. Yeah, take a look at that. Got the Euphree logo in the back there. Got the Euphree logo over here. And we got the Euphree logo over here in the front. Yeah, this undoes here. Let me show you this. You just kind of unzipper it. So then you have stuff. Oh, they gave me more stuff. Here's this is another one of the handlebar bags. Yeah, you could put a water bottle or whatever you want to put on there. I just kind of stuck it in there for now. So let's zip this back up. And then, oh, they gave me something else too. Let me show you that one. They gave me another bag. This is a trunk bag. This is a trunk bag. It kind of sits up like this, right? Well, I got the basket there, so I can't really do it for now. But yeah, this is a trunk bag. So if you need, just a bag for your rear rack, they got that too. They got you all covered here. Let's stick it back in here. I didn't know what to do with it for now. I have too many things that they gave me, right? Trying to hold that, sorry. Trying to hold the camera at the same time and zip up at the same time. So yeah, let's take it out for a ride. Yeah, let's get going. Okay, well let me tilt down here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna put my, this is a little accessory thing I bought a long time ago. I don't even know who makes this. Just throw that in there. Anything else they gave me? That's it. Gloves, yeah. New gloves, I could use new gloves. Okay, let's get back on. All right, let's get moving here. I'm out here on a soccer field, trying to find a place to go. Let me tilt down a little bit so you can see the bike as well. Okay, let's cut through over here. All right. Oh, one more thing they gave me too. They gave me a bar end mirror, a Euphree branded bar end mirror. I've had one of those mirrors before in the past. I had it on my City Robin and City Robin, well, City Robin X and City Robin X Plus. I had it on those bikes. Sadly, I sold those bikes off. Should have kept that. Should have kept one of them at least, but hey, they're both gone. And so he sent me another mirror. I'm going to reserve that mirror for any other future Euphree bikes that might eventually come out. Yeah, I already have these other mirrors on here already, so I'm just going to leave them. And the interesting thing is on the Stellar Falcons, because these are pretty much almost like straight handlebars, right? And then on the City Robin X and City Robin X Plus, they have handlebars that curve towards you. So I would say those going towards you, that bar end mirror makes more sense. Yeah, because you know you got so much stuff on these bikes now that putting even just an extra piece like over here could kind of get in the way, and it curves backwards as well, right? It kind of curves towards you on that type of handlebar. So I'm thinking any future bikes that might come out from Euphree, I may put it on those. Yeah, if they send me any other bikes, because I think it makes more sense for that curve type handlebar to have that mirror there. So I'll just hold on to it. Yeah. Anyways, if you're interested in any of these Euphree products, go to the Euphree website. You can use my affiliate link that's in the description of all my videos to get there. That helps me out, because anything you purchase using that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra. But when you use that link, then Euphree knows that the sale came from my recommendation. And that's what keeps me going, because if they see that more people buy because of the Russ is Right channel, then they supply me with more bikes to review, right? So I appreciate it. Thank you. Overall, Euphree been a pretty good company to work with. I've had very good success with them. As far as many of my viewers are buying the Euphree bikes, and I really enjoy talking to the owner of the company too. He's a really nice guy, and you've probably seen him if you've seen any of the Euphree videos that they produce themselves. His name is Daniel. You'll see him on those videos sometimes. But yeah, really nice guy. Yeah, he has a lot of passion for bikes. So it's always good to see that. They're based in Texas, you know. They're an American company. Now, obviously, bikes are not manufactured here in the United States. They're probably made in China, right? And as most bikes are. And but they design it. It's all from his designs and his input. So he makes the decisions on what goes on these bikes, and then they assemble the things over there in Texas. They make the final checkouts and everything like that, and then it gets boxed up and sent out to you. It's an interesting thing with their boxing too, is you know, at least the last couple bikes are strapped and everything too, so they take care of with how they ship it. All right, where are we going today? I don't know where I'm going. I don't usually know where I'm going. I just go, as you know. I just go. Today, the weather is about 65 or so degrees out right now. I have my long sleeve sweatshirt on, long pants, Euphree gloves, half gloves. Yeah, get some gloves, guys, you know. And yeah, I can feel the wind hitting me, so it makes it a little tougher. One thing I forgot, I didn't wear my yellow vest. How do you like that? In my haste to get out here, I was too excited to show you the stuff. I forgot to put the vest on. I actually pulled it out. I laid it down in the living room, pushed the bike out, and totally forgot it. So I am not as visible as I could be. But yeah, always wear a safety vest if you can, if you want a little more visibility, right? Okay. All right, so anyways, I have this set up for, what do I have this on? I don't know what sensor I have it on. I think I have it on cadence sensor at this point. I think I put it on cadence sensor. I never took it off. I always intended to move it back to torque sensor, and I've always keep forgetting to do it. Oh well. I mean, you can do it either way, whichever way you like, right? Doesn't really matter. If you're one that likes to pedal and you want to feel that increase of speed because you're pedaling harder, go to the torque sensor. If you're like me and you want to just kind of keep your legs moving, you don't really want to kill yourself in overworking, yeah, use the cadence sensor then. But we're pedaling a little bit at this point. Let's turn over here. So I'm on the tour mode right now. There's several modes that you can do. Let's go all the way down here. So there's no mode, there's the eco mode, there's a tour mode, there's a sport mode, and then a turbo mode. So depending on which one you have it on, I'll put it back on tour, will determine basically how much help that motor is going to help you, and how fast you're going to end up going because of that. And we're not going to go too fast today. I don't really have any intention. You know, it's interesting. Lately, I have been less interested in the speed of things and just riding for the sake of riding and looking around. Which is fine with me. I mean, if you have to be somewhere, that's another story. I'll go to sport mode. If you have to be somewhere, that's another story. Then you want to go a little bit quicker, but I have nowhere to go. I'm just riding around in circles here. Today's a Sunday as I'm riding. Now typically Saturdays and Sundays there's always people on bike paths, and they're walking or they're rollerblading, biking, whatever. It's too many people for me. When I go on the street, there's nobody around to bother me. Now you might say, well, you know, you're on the street. True, but if you pick and choose which streets you go on, makes it a little bit easier. I mean, we always go this route, right? This is the only way to get out. That's the whole point. If I want to go anywhere, this is really the only way to get out of here. So we have to go through these things, as we see this all the time as I go through. And we always have to pass this this road as well. This one is the one that does like 40, 45 miles an hour. I'm not gonna do like some of the other guys. Some of these other guys, you know, as you know, they ride past this when it's red, and I don't understand that. I don't know why they do that. Just to get a head start. What's the point? I don't take that kind of risk. Forget it. I wait my turn. You know, the thing is I know a lot of the cars behind me, but they see a bike rider and go, oh no, this guy's just getting in my way, you know? No. When I go through these intersections, I try to go as fast as I can to get through the intersection. I don't want to hang around the intersection any longer than I have to. So I'll throttle hard to get out of here, and it usually surprises them when that happens, because some people don't know you're on an e-bike. Some people don't even know what an e-bike is. Hear that? That's a little red Solo Cup bouncing around. Do you see that? It's on the road. A couple guys ran that thing over. You could hear it. Got crushed. All right, our turn is coming up soon. I think the left turners are going to get their shot first, so we'll have to wait for them to make their lefts. And then we'll cross over. I see the cars next to me sneaking up a little bit. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, see, we're across. That wasn't hard. All right, let's go over to the left-hand side here. We're going to be taking a left coming up, so I want to stay in the middle here. There's nobody behind us, so it's not a problem. Here's a question for you guys. How many of you guys have actually unlocked your bikes? You know what I'm talking about? If your bike is able to do class 3 speeds by going into the advanced functions of your bike to unlock that, to do that, how many of you guys have actually done that? And how many of you guys have not done it, and why have you not done it? That's an interesting question. Because I know that many of us do unlock it. Not that we intend to go super fast, but in the event that you need to go fast, you can do it, right? Now here's another question for you. When you unlocked it, does your throttle go to 28 as well? Or does only your pedaling go to 28? That's another good question, huh? Why is that a good question? Well, as we know, Class 3 basically says no throttle, pedal only to 28, but many bikes will pedal and throttle to 28, right? This one will pedal and throttle to 28 if you unlock it. Did I unlock it? Of course I did. Of course I did. When I need it, I can use it. That's the whole point. It's not that I always use it, but if I need it, I've got the ability to do it, right? All right. Yeah, it's a nice day today. Nice day for a baby stroller to go out. Nice day for me to go out. Yeah. Cross traffic does not stop here, so you have to stop just to be safe. Make sure your cross traffic is gone before you go. Yeah, it's good to be out. I expected this week will rain a little bit, so I figured if I didn't go out there today, it might be a while before I can get out again. Tomorrow is actually Memorial Day. As I'm recording this, is a Sunday, and so we plan to spend some time with Mrs. Wright's family. We actually did it on Saturday. We did. We had a party at my brother-in-law's house. There was so much food and desserts. They were saying, well, how are we going to get rid of all this stuff? Everyone was so full, nobody wanted to eat anymore, and there was a lot of stuff left. Now, people usually do take stuff, bring it home, but there was still a lot of stuff left. So he says, well, only one way to get rid of it. Let's do it again on Monday. Yeah, we're going out there again on Monday, although this time it's going to be at my nephew's house. So they're moving all their stuff over to his house, and then we're going to go to his place. Yep, do it again. Yeah, this is the problem, you know, because you gain extra weight. Yep, and some of the stuff that they have, I shouldn't be eating. As you know, my diabetes diagnosis is not good. Now, I did do a measurement to find out how my blood sugars were right after eating all that stuff. So I do a self-test. You know, you kind of stick yourself with a little needle thing, get some blood, do a glucose test. And so the glucose test, typically, if you're between, I think it's like 78 to 99, whatever the unit of measure happens to be, you're considered normal. I'm about a 120 range now. I had dropped as low as 100 to 104, but this last quarter or so, I've gone to the 120 because I've been eating too much stuff, really, things I shouldn't be eating. So anyway, I wanted to see where it was. So before all the stuff we ate, I was at 120. And so I said, let me check what the blood sugar is after I ate it. So I went back home a couple hours later, actually about 3 hours later. Really supposed to do it at 2 hours. I was at about 160. So I'm going to guess it was higher than 160 at the 2 hour range, right? They always say 2 hours after you take a test. So let's say I'm up 170, 180 even. But the next day in the morning, I checked it again, back down to 120. So what happens is it spikes you up there, but then you drop back down to where you're normalized. And I think I'm normalized at about 120. I'm still not happy with those numbers. You know, having gone down to the 100 to 104 ranges, you know, at the prior A1C tests were like 5.6 A1C, 5.7, sorry, 5.7 A1C. So, you know, where am I going here? Let's cross the street. Construction ahead. That's not good. That's not good. So I'm thinking my A1C is probably gonna, if I did it again, if I took an actual A1C test again, I bet you I would be about, I'm gonna say maybe 6.5 maybe. That's my guess. Yeah, I don't want to be on this road. This is Northwest Highway. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a right, and then we'll swing back around. We'll only be on here for a short time. All right, well, hey, you got some new places to see. What is this place? Big Angie's Eatery. Look at this big barbecue thing. Yeah, that's a big smoker. You guys see that? Right behind the green car. Is that green? First off, what color is that? Greenish? Yeah, I've seen that there. I don't know whether they actually use it. Is it there just for fun, just so you can see it? Or do they actually use it? Don't know. I have no idea. All right, anyways, we're gonna be on this Northwest Highway for a little bit. We'll pass this Euclid Avenue, and then the first available street, we can take a right. We're gonna take a right and get out of this area. I did this once before. Yeah, did it again. Yeah, Northwest Highway is not one I like to ride on. I don't see too many bikes on it either. I don't think it's one that's conducive to being on the street with a bike, e-bike or a regular bike. It's okay, we're not going that far. We'll swing off. We will move. We will move as fast as we can move. Okay, well, gotta slow down. All right, we'll go one more. All right, where's the street? There's a street over here, so I'm gonna put my hand out, let them know I'm making my right turn. We'll get off of this thing. There you go. We made it alive. No, in general, if you pick side streets like this, yeah, there's no problem. You could ride on a Saturday or Sunday as long as you do side streets. Just stay off the main roads. And like I said, with people walking and everything on bike paths, yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't have any fun doing that. If I'm constantly dodging people, dodging other bikes or whatever, that's not fun. I like the whole road to myself. Selfish. I want it all to myself. Well, it's safer for me. It's safer for them too, you know. That's nice. It's a bike within a bike. You guys see that? Yeah, so the mom is pedaling a bike, and then there's an attachment to it that adds a secondary bike. So the little kid could be biking. It's basically it's like a trailer, right? Well, not a trailer, but it's trailing behind her. You know what I mean. Yeah, we'll just ride around. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right, Oakton Street. Let's take a left here. wait for cars. All right, let's take a left. Take a left. Yeah, let's turn over here. I'm gonna wait for this bike to get through though. There he goes. Ah, nice. Nice day for a bike ride. Basic bike ride, nothing special. There's a Tesla. Yeah, well, man, what color was that? A deep blue Tesla truck? I don't know. Yeah, they're not all silverish anymore. I've seen black ones. I don't know what color that was. That wasn't black. There's some other kind of color to it. All right, anyways, let me know what you think about all these new accessories from Euphree. Thank you to Euphree. I really appreciate it. They've outfitted this bike. They outfitted the other bike. Got a mirror waiting for any other bikes. Whatever's coming up, you never know. So, yeah. You know, you don't have to have a Euphree bike to buy the Euphree accessories. However, I would say the baskets only fit the Euphree bikes because there's no standardization of how these companies drill the holes for front baskets and things. So I would suggest if you're going to buy a basket for another brand, you might not want to just haphazardly do a brand that's not your brand. See what I'm saying? But as far as the other stuff, if the liner fits your basket, yeah, get a liner. Check it out. That's the whole point, because not all of the brands have the type of accessories you might want, but another brand might, right? So I don't know if there's dimensions on the website or not, but I'm sure there probably is something to see if it'll actually fit on there. But I like the whole idea of these liners in the basket, because you know these metal baskets, they're open, you know, they're just metal cross things, right? So if you put anything on it, things can fall through, you know, unless you put either a liner like one of these things or something. So yeah, check it out, see if it fits yours or not. Yeah, okay, it's gonna say Euphree on it, but you know, if it works on your brand of bike, use it. All right, we're gonna head on back. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching today and keeping me company. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in a Euphree bike, take a look at the Stellar Falcons. They're really nice. I'm gonna be riding a lot more of these Stellar Falcons during this year. And it's something I should have done last year, and I didn't do it. I really apologize to Euphree for not doing it as much as I could have. So many things were going on at the time, but I said this year I'm gonna give Euphree a little bit more support because they make really good bikes. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time.